Just a word of warning, do not watch this video if you're at all sensitive or take personally the opinions of other people about your beautiful, expensive luxury handbags, because if you are sensitive and you do take it personally, this video may trigger you. Do not watch. Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I wanted to share with you the bags that I'm really disliking that are out there at the moment. Sometimes it's a collection, sometimes it's just a bag style. They're bags that I wouldn't look twice at, I wouldn't pick up, I wouldn't even try on. Now, in saying that, you should also know that as a previously reformed Hermes hater, I own an Hermes Birkin up the top there, and I put a Kelly Retourné in a size 28 on my wish list today, so anything could happen. I realised that I could be eating my words anytime from here on in, so take it with a pinch of salt. So I'm going to tell you the bags that I really dislike from 5 houses today, starting with Hermes, followed by Chanel, then Dior, then Fendi, and then Louis Vuitton. So let's get going. Now, given that I was just in Hermes and I was having a very close-up look at lots of merchandise, I still, for the life of me, cannot get my head around the obsession that people have about the Hermes Evelyn bag. I just looked at it thinking, I know so many people with such beautiful, pretty, feminine, gorgeous, stylish bags that also like this bag, and I don't understand. It's just a little sack on a, canvas strap. Its design features, its shape, its curb appeal, it's just not there for me, and I really don't understand. I mean, if the whole point of having an Hermes bag is having an Hermes bag, but you're supposed to wear that bag with the perforated H symbol facing your body so you don't even see it, then you basically have like the LV petite sac plait kind of shape, which I also do not like. And I just wonder why you would spend $3,500 or whatever they cost to have a bag that is anything but the epitome of beauty. It may be luxurious in terms of materials, craftsmanship, it's not lined, it's not a beautiful, I don't think. And I'm talking from the feminine perspective, my opinion. It's just not beautiful, and I do not see the value in it, and I do not see much in it at all. It reminds me of like what a newspaper delivery person would wear in the 1930s as they kind of threw the papers out while they rode their bike past your house. And no, I wasn't there in the 1930s, but I've seen movies. The next one is, and again, to all the lovers, like, just disregard what I've got to say. It should be of no consequence to you what my opinion is. The Lindy bag. The Lindy bag is a clumsy looking bag. It has 2 handles on the outside of it, and when you hold them it squishes the bag in, so even if you had the bag at full capacity you wouldn't be able to grab the handles and hold it. But the strap is attached to the handles. It looks like an afterthought, and from all reports that strap is a good length for you to be able to crossbody, unlike in many bags from Hermes, but and the opening is large enough, but you've got 2 zips plus a turn lock, the weird handles, and then the strap that's attached to the weird handles. It's if you love it, you love it. It's unique, it's different, it's special, but it's not for me. This one's on the edge because I was only going to pick 2 bags or styles from each brand, but I can't go without mentioning the Picotin. It is just the most get me wrong, there is beauty in simplicity, but the Pinkerton is beyond simple. It's not lined. It is a bucket. It has no closure. It is inspired by a horse feed bag. And not just inspired by it, it's just a luxury version of a horse feed bag. Again, if you love it, you love it. I love things you don't love, like plastic pigeons. It's fine, but let's move on to Chanel. No, nothing new here. The Chanel 22 bag. I went through the Chanel website and I'm looking and it still looks out of place. It still looks cheap and nasty compared to the other bags on the website. It just doesn't fit the aesthetic, in my opinion. And again, I know so many people love it. So many people say it's carefree. I just can't get that conference merch bag vision out of my head. And I've seen them close up and I've touched them and it's just, it's, if it was made of different material, I mean, the denim ones, I get, it fits a little bit more, but the lamb leather ones, it's a non-luxury luxury bag, and I should like that because I do like juxtaposed ideas, but I do not like, wouldn't look twice at it. The kind of vintage looking style bags that are coming back, the clutches and the little granny bags, and I'll put some up over here. They look like they have, like the people are playing dress up, that they're not new. They don't really fit with the collections, but they are different and they are archival, and so for some reason they found their way on the comeback trail. Maybe this is why Virginie is going. I don't know. And on reflection, my own experience with the Chanel 19, I wanted to love that bag. I really did. And I think I wanted to love it because everyone else loved it. And I didn't love it. And I don't love it. So that's probably a little bonus one. I just think it looks clumsy. Yeah. Is anyone still watching? Put a fishing rod on the comment section if you're still watching, because I've still got to get through Dior, Fendi and Louis Vuitton. Okay, we're at Dior. Now, again, would I pick it up? Would I wear it? Would I try it on? No. But there are some that I like. I'm talking about the Dior saddlebag. Not a fan. Too structured, too hard looking, too much going on. I will make an exception for the recent New York Paris collection. That one I loved. I love the design of it, but I would not buy it because I don't love the saddlebag. I don't like it in block colours. I don't like it with patterns. I don't see people wearing it that often. When I do, it looks clumsy unless it's handheld pretty much. It's kind of a one-dimensional bag for the most part. And it's never intrigued me. And I don't think it will. The next one is probably going to offend some people as well, and it's the Caro bag. The Caro bag is made of lambskin for the most part, but people buy it to wear a crossbody lambskin bag. It's a disaster waiting to happen. It also has a chain that kind of rubs along those kind of two, little hooks in the top of the bag, which is, again, a wear and tear issue waiting to happen. It's got a bit going on. The canage, the big CD latch, then the chain, and the sizes of them are just a little clumsy. Like the mini one is too small, and then the next size up looks too big, and I don't know. It's a bag that I will look at on the shelf, but I've never gone, oh, let me try that on. It's really cute. Doesn't matter if it's been in a fabric or in a leather. Yeah. there's a reason that I'm just not drawn to it. And the price, yep, yeah, you'd have to really love it. Okay, Fendi. Fendi, you and I know that I have an affiliation with Fendi, not an actual legitimate one, but you know, I affiliate myself and my personal style with Fendi a lot. I love the colours, I love the boldness, I love the shapes, I love the designs, I love the materials that they make their bags out of. And I love raffia bags, straw bags, what else? Raffia straw wicker bags, love. But Fendi's recent spring-summer capsule collection of raffia is horrible. It looks like it's been pulled out of Grandma's cupboard from the 70s when she was living her best life. This brown, it looks so old. It's not fresh, it's not modern. It's tired. Tired is the word, because there's nothing wrong with old, but tired we don't like. From the baguettes to the peekaboos to the sunshine shoppers, I just don't get it. It is not pretty. It is not for me. If it's for you, great. If you love your, you know, chocolate browns and tans and things like that, I can totally get it. I just think they look clumsy. And it's quite a disappointment because every year Fendi puts out a spring-summer capsule and every year I'm drawn to at least one piece. Not this year though, definitely not. Now the other collection that is starting to become quite regular and people love it, and I get a lot of DMs about it, and I've actually owned one in this particular style, is the multicolour baguettes. Every couple of seasons they release a multicolour baguette. It's typically in like an uncoated canvas or some kind of cotton embroidered jacquard with multicoloured FF pattern, and I do not like them. I tried to love the one that I bought, which was, if I've got a picture of it, I'll put it over here. It had like a tan background and multicoloured FFs. I tried it. The brown was a problem, so it had to go. Every season they've brought them out, I have not liked them. And I just think, for me, a baguette is meant to, have a bit of sag in it. They're not meant to be so structured. And these look very structured and they look very deliberate. And the thing that I love about Fendi is the fact that it looks undone, because if you're new around here, my style mantra is done but undone. I don't like perfection. I like things that are intentionally made to be a little undone, a little lived in, a little character about them, and I do not find that with those multicolored collection pieces. I just do not. And every season I look at them and think, who's buying that? And if you're buying it, I'm happy for you. It's just not my cup of tea. I was going to add, there's a couple of bag styles from Fendi that I really do not like, and I tend not to talk about things I don't like so much rather than things I do. I do not like the Fendigraphy, not one iota, not by any means of the imagination. Fendigraphy, not for me, not in any size. I tried because I thought I should. I just don't like it. It looks like it looks retro. It to me is not a modern bag at all. Even the little itty bitty ones, like some people can pull them off as little wristlets, but yeah, the Fendigraphy, it's just not a vibe for me. I do not like the shape of it. I don't like the smooth leather. I don't like how you carry it. Yeah, I don't like it. And the other bag style that I don't like is the By the Way bag. Looks like a little Boston bag. Typically they've got Fendi kind of embossed on them. Like, I love the tortoiseshell handles because my Sunshine Shopper tote has tortoiseshell handles. But the bag style itself, I don't know. It's reminiscent of probably the Speedy from Louis Vuitton that I'm also not a big fan of. But, well, let's segue to Louis Vuitton, shall we? So from Louis Vuitton, what am I not liking? Very, very, very much not liking. The By the Pool collections every year, never like them. They, on the surface, seem like collections that I would like. The colorways, the busyness, the whimsicalness, the whimsy, the, you know, the inference of the summer holiday, all seems to fit in my vibe. But I do not like them. I feel like they try too hard to create resort wear in this collection every year. It doesn't sit with me. I don't get it. I do not like the colour of the pre-patinaed vachetta with those kind of crisp floral colours that they have in the By the Pool collection. I just don't think it works together. It's why I don't like the Pharrell coloured Speedies either. I don't like the patinaed vachetta against the cool colours, or any of the colours, whether they be cool or warm actually. On those Speedies, I do not like that contrast. It looks clumsy to me. It's just not a vibe. Don't like it. No. So there's 2 for 1. There are 2 bag styles that I'm not a fan of. Today I went into Louis Vuitton and had a good look at the PM side trunk, and it doesn't do what a side trunk is meant to do. The side trunk, the original, is meant to be a bit wonky. In fact, my friend Bella calls it the drunk trunk because it kind of plays a trick on the eye. Let me get mine. So maybe I'm biased because I got the original. But this is a side trunk. It's meant to be like a bit squishy on the inside like that, and have the hard ends on the uprights to, you know, resemble the trunk, but it's meant to have a bit of life in it. The little PM ones are like these little straight oblongs that they don't really meet the aesthetic of a side trunk, in my opinion. The East-West ones do. The East-West ones, because they have that long middle, they have the squishy belly, and my dogs are just having a wrestle on the bed. But the PM ones, they don't do it, and I just think that's beside the point. Like, the design of this bag was meant to be about the juxtaposition of the hard structured edges and the squishy middle, and you can't get that with a PM side trunk, sorry. And the final one from Louis Vuitton is the Noé. In any version, the Noé. It is a clumsy looking bag. It just isn't a bag that I have ever been drawn to. I have watched that bag get unboxed in all of its forms. The vintage forms, the huge GM forms, the medium-sized forms, the small nano, and then the tiny little mini ones, and I don't like any of them. I don't think, especially when they're new, they look stiff and awkward, and then when they get older they look a bit mangy because of the little drawstrings. It's, ooh, mama, ooh, you know that TikTok meme? Anyway, not a fan. I mean, I could go on. I do not like the Speedy. It's just not, there's nothing about the Speedy that I love. I do not like the keep-all. It is the most cumbersome, annoying travel bag that you could ever have. Get a rollerboard piece like a Horizon. I've had them both. The Horizon, absolutely awesome because you can put a tote bag on the top of it and just wheel it around, and then you've got your carry-on and your handbag and your set. The keep-all is just, it's a great idea. But in practice, hopeless, terrible, hate it, not a fan. And if you're going to get one, I'd get it pre-loved from someone like me who bought it because they thought they needed to have it and then quickly realised they hated it. There's heaps of them on the pre-loved market, and that is why. Okay, is anyone left? Because we put a fishing rod halfway through, let's put a fish now. Sorry if you have taken any personal offence to any of the content, bags or collections named in this video. It was not intended. My pieces aren't for everybody, but I will not apologise for that because I'm sure that's why most people tune in, is to see what crazy stupid thing that I've added to my collection or I'm thinking about. And if you're not crazy and stupid like me and you're more sensible and polished and refined and classic, then, you know, good for you. I respect your choices and I hope that you respect mine as well. tell me what bags or collections you're just not really loving at the moment, not vibing with, aren't for you, zero interest, wouldn't pick them up and try them on, wouldn't, you know, accept it if it was given to you as a gift. That's a bit harsh. Maybe you would accept it, but anyway, if there's anything that comes to mind, pop it in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. While you're there, do a little bit more admin and hit the thumbs up button and let YouTube know that you've enjoyed this video. And consider subscribing if you haven't already. Click the bell notification so that you're notified of my next video. I would love to see you back here at that point in time, whenever that may be. Until then, ciao.